In a quiet little village, there lived an old woman who never looked sad. Even when storms destroyed homes, even when people cried from loss, her face always stayed calm and peaceful. Everyone whispered the same question: how can someone stay happy when life keeps hurting? One afternoon, a young woman arrived at her door, eyes red from tears, heart heavy with pain. She sat beside the old woman and whispered, "Grandmother, how are you always smiling? Don't you ever feel broken inside?" The old woman slowly lit a small oil lamp, looked into her eyes, and began a story that would change an entire village forever. Once in that quiet village, there lived an old woman known for her kind heart and gentle smile. Whether it was a bright morning or a stormy night, she always looked peaceful. People came to her with worries, with fear, with confusion. Her words were few, but they always brought comfort. One day, a young woman visited her. Her face looked tired, as if she had cried all night. She sat beside the old woman and said softly, "Grandmother, how are you always happy? When bad things happen, don't you ever feel sad?" The old woman smiled and poured her a cup of warm tea. "My dear," she said, "happiness does not come from what happens around us. It comes from what we carry inside." The young woman frowned. "I don't understand. When life hurts, how can anyone stay happy?" The old woman pointed to the small oil lamp nearby. Its flame danced gently in the air. "When I was young," she said, "I had a husband and children. We were poor, but our home was rich with love." She paused, her eyes soft with memory. "One day my husband became sick. We had no money for treatment. Day by day his strength faded, and one night he left this world." Her voice slowed. "I cried for many days. I felt the light inside me had died." The young woman listened silently. "Then one morning," the old woman continued, "I realized something. My tears could not bring him back, but my children still needed me. They needed my strength. So I wiped my tears and decided to live again." She touched the lamp. "Life gives us sunny days and stormy nights. We cannot stop the storms, but we can choose how to walk through them. Every morning I light this flame and say, 'This is a new day. I will find one reason to smile.' Some days the reason is small. The sunlight on the wall, a bird singing, a kind word from a neighbor. But there is always something good if we look for it." The young woman asked softly, "But what if something painful happens again?" The old woman smiled gently. "When pain comes, we feel it, and that is okay. But I remind myself, nothing lasts forever, not happiness and not sadness. When trouble comes, I look at what I still have, my breath, my memories, my chance to live. Happiness is a choice, my dear. We can stare at the darkness, or we can walk toward the light." The young woman looked at the lamp. Its flame flickered, but it never went out. She smiled quietly. "Thank you, grandmother. Now I understand." That night, back in her room, she lit a small lamp and whispered, "This is a new day. I will find one reason to smile." At first, the reasons were small: the morning breeze, children laughing, the smell of fresh bread. But slowly, her heart began to change. Even when life felt heavy, she remembered the old woman's words. And something beautiful happened. The light inside her never went out. Soon, others noticed her peace. They asked her the secret. She smiled and said, "Happiness does not come from the world around us. It begins inside our hearts." And quietly, a small flame of peace spread through the whole village. Maybe today your life feels heavy. Maybe your mind feels tired. Maybe your dreams feel far away. But remember this: every morning is a new chance. Every breath is a new beginning. And inside you, there is a light that never goes out. If this story touched your heart, take one moment to support our journey. Subscribe to Motivex for more powerful stories that heal your mind, strengthen your heart, and awaken your true potential. Until next time, keep your lamp burning and keep moving forward.